acting on last night's Euphoria is Academy Award winning, Grammy winning, Emmy winning. What? Did you see it? Peyton, did you see it? Come in.
It was so intense.
Are you all caught up now?
I am. No, well, I have like 20 minutes left of the last night's episode.
It was all anxiety. That entire episode had me like sweating.
Yeah, it was like Rue, Zendaya going, the acting, that whole opening scene with her mom and her sister, the door, the whole acting. Like you're looking at that, and you there's so many different levels. You go, I'm so grateful that I don't have that in my life, right? I pray that you don't have that in your life, that that's not coming in your life. And then when Jules and Elliot are in the other room, you're like, what?
I know.
And
I
then
did not
the
expect
Cassie
that.
thing.
Oh,
what? And then her running from the cops.
I stood up. I was like, are you watching this? I was looking at Mr. Baby. Are you watching this right now?
That's funny because I was alone in my living room and I'm looking around. And I almost want to get my kids. I almost thought I got to get my kids here and have them watch this. And then no, I don't want them to, because what if it makes them get into drugs?
I feel like if you watched it this episode, you would definitely not want to get into drugs.
That's what I would think, but then you just never know. What do you think, Peyton?
I thought it was so good. And so on Instagram, I follow like the director of makeup and like Zendaya and stuff on Instagram. And so when you like kind of look at all this stuff that they post before the show, it like really impacts you on how you actually view like the show that dropped. So I had a different outlook on this episode 5 that came out, just because like Zendaya came through with this whole kind of Instagram message that was basically like, hey, like this is Rue, this is raw, this is emotion filled. So like I kind of already knew like maybe this is going to be a heavy episode, but it was so unreal. It was so incredibly good.
Man, it was
and the Cassie scene, oh my gosh.
The Cassie scene?
I was like,
did you get that far,
jaw
Kyle?
to the floor.
I wanted it to go back to that. So I'm like,
but it's like
excited
Cassie's,
for the next episode.
Cassie's like, hi, Rue. And then says whatever.
I know.
And whoa, talk about deflection or trying to get the... That was just... Anyway, if you haven't seen Euphoria, it's on HBO Max, and it is insane. And I mean, you know what's funny is I used to, on Fridays happen, you get, oh, it's Friday. And I'm just like, oh, man, I just wish Euphoria was on Friday because I look forward to getting to Sunday to see Euphoria. And then the week starts. But it was like last night. And then it's like I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, why was that the last thing I saw before I went to bed? Do you know what I mean? Like I want something else.
Do you guys dream about Euphoria after you watch Euphoria?
I try not to, so I did last night.
So I'm still in season 1. I'm getting caught up.
Oh my gosh!
Because I started when it first came out, and it was too much for me back then. But since you guys are all into it, I tried to get caught up this weekend, and that's all I did was have Euphoria dreams, and those aren't pleasant. They're colorful,
just the characters
but they're not
now
pleasant.
in season 2, they're so developed. You know everybody so well.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's just intense. It's just.
I'm glad to hear you say names of people in season 2 because I thought those people would end up dying of something.
I'm just bummed there was no Nate Jacobs because I love Nate.
I know.
I just can't believe someone's that good looking in real life.
You're obsessed with him.
Anyway, so I got to tell you about another show I started watching this weekend. Another one, and it's so good. Do you guys remember this movie starring Tom Cruise called Jack Reacher?
No.
I remember hearing about it, but I never saw it.
He had 2 movies out. There was like Jack Reacher 1 and Jack Reacher 2. And I guess it was a famous book. And people got mad because Tom Cruise is like 5'9", and in the book, Jack Reacher is 6'5". But the movies did really well. Anyway, Amazon Prime, which puts out good TV shows, dropped a new series called Reacher. And the guy that plays Jack Reacher, apparently he played Aquaman in the CW series, whatever, Superman series, whatever. He plays Aquaman. And the guy is really good looking, and he's shredded, and he's like 6'4", 6'5". And it's really, really good. It's violent. It's like, just to give you an idea, there's a scene where he kills a couple people, puts them in the trunk of the car, but they don't fit, so he breaks their legs to make them fit in the trunk of the car. You know what I mean? And they show that happening.
Is he like a CIA operative? Is he just like a murder for hire? What's his thing?
He's he's a CIA guy. He's a war hero, everything. But he's just passing through town.
And bad things happen.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he's doing right now, this whole season. But he's trying to solve a murder, and it's really, really good.
I thought you were going to give us a cleanse from Euphoria, but nope.
It's different. It's more of a fun murder.